Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, International Conference on Innovation in Thermofluid Engineering and Sciences 2020 inaugurated by CEO RSP at NIT Rourkela. Golden Jubilee of Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Rourkela chapter celebrated. And Karamveer Award function held at OBBP department. Now the news in detail. A three-day international conference on innovation in thermofluid engineering sciences 2020 commenced at National Institute of Technology, Rourkela on 10th February. Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, Rourkela Steel Plant, graced the occasion as chief guest. Professor Gautam Biswas, former director and professor IIT Kanpur, was the guest of honor. The other dignitaries on the dais were Professor Animesh Biswas, Director NIT Rourkela, Professor S. Murugan, Convener and Chairperson ICI TFES, Professor D.R.K. Padi, HOD, Mechanical Engineering NIT Rourkela, and Professor M.K. Maharana, Co-Convener ICI TFES. The program commenced with an invocation recital. The dignitaries inaugurated the international conference by lighting the ceremonial lamp. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Chattaraj highlighted about the major projects of RSP with special reference to Hot Strip Mill 2 and the wide application of hydraulics and automation. He also elaborated about the challenges faced with regard to rising cost of production, availability of spare parts, maintenance and saturated technologies, and emphasized on the need of research and innovation. By citing examples of the contributions made by the quality circles in improving the techno-economic parameters and overall performance of the plant, he stressed on the importance of creativity. Mr. Chattaraj exhorted the stakeholders concerned to come forward for helping steel and other processing industries by giving their inputs for further refinement in the laboratories. Mr. Gautam Biswas stressed upon the need of adopting and adapting the new technological environments. Stating about the glorious performance of NIT Rourkela, Professor Animesh Biswas emphasized upon the need of collating and analyzing information for greater benefit. The dignitaries were also felicitated on the occasion. At the outset, Professor S. Murugan welcomed the gathering. Professor Padi spoke about the objective and background of the program, while Professor M.K. Maharana proposed a formal vote of thanks. Notably, the international conference on the said topic is held for the first time, which has drawn more than 100 delegates from across the country. The conference has received 180 papers from within the country and 15 papers from abroad. The guest speakers of the conference include eminent scientists, researchers and professors from United States, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, IITs and NITs. The Golden Jubilee of Institute of Cost Accountants of India, Rourkela chapter was observed with zeal and zest at Civic Centre on 9th February 2020. The program was inaugurated by Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, Rourkela Steel Plant. Present on the occasion were CMA H. Padmanabhan, Chairman, Regional Council and Chapter Coordination Committee, ICAI, CMA Niranjan Mishra, Council Member and Chairman, Indirect Tax Committee, ICAI, Mr. Praveen Nigam, Honorary Chairman of the Chapter and CGM FNA RSP, Mr. B.A. Masoodi, past Chairman, ICAI Rourkela Chapter, and many other office bearers of ICAI, eminent personalities from the field of finance and accounts, senior officers of Rourkela Steel Plant, delegates and students of the Institute of Cost Accounts of India. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Deepak Chattaraj lauded the founders of the chapter who in the 1960s, when Rourkela was a remote area, had visualized the future of the city and formed such a vibrant chapter. Speaking about the importance of the accounts function in the digital age, the CEO praised the F&A department of RSP for making huge contributions in corporate governance. In his address, CMA Padmanabhan spoke about Institute social responsibility in line with corporate social responsibility and urged the members of ICAI for giving back to the society. He also announced various new initiatives of the organization. CMA Niranjan Mishra detailed about the importance of setting up of more number of cost accounts institutes across the country. Mr. Masoodi narrated his experience pertaining to setting up of a chapter of Institute of Cost Accountants of India in Srinagar and attracting students from all over the state. Earlier, Mr. Praveen Nigam welcomed the gathering and narrated about the various achievements of the chapter. The program commenced with the anthem of the chapter. This was followed by lamp lighting ceremony. CMA N.K. Nanda, Vice Chairman of the chapter and GM F&A RSP, proposed a vote of thanks at the end of the inaugural ceremony. CMA R.R. Sarangi, GM F&A, was the master of ceremony. The inaugural function was followed by a panel discussion on the topic Union Budget 2020 and its impact on individual, steel industry and Indian economy. Mr. Debendra Narayan Kar, IRS Principal Commissioner Income Tax Kolkata, Mr. Vijay Rissi, Commissioner Central Excise and GST, CMA Mushtaq Ahmed Mir, Tax Practitioner New Delhi, and Dr. K.C. Mishra, former Vice Chancellor Sri Sri University, were the panelists. CMA P.K. Puhan, GM F&A, was the moderator. The program ended with a cultural program and a valedictory session. A Karamveer Award function was organized at Ore Bedding and Blending Plant on 7th February. Mr. Aurobindo Mishra, CGM OBBP, presided over the function and handed over the Karamveer Award to Mr. Rampal Tanti, SOST OBBP, for the month of December. Present on the occasion were other senior officers and employees of the department. Mr. Tanti was awarded for his contribution towards better housekeeping in his area of work. The program was coordinated by Mrs. Raji S. Ekka, AGM Personnel. In a message to RSP Collective, Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP, said,
Dear friends, I am sure you all know that our Honorable Minister of Steel has launched a unique scheme called Service. This wonderful initiative stands for SAIL employees, rendering volunteerism and initiatives for community engagement. This scheme supports volunteer activities and community outreach by the SAIL family. Friends, I appeal to you and your family members to join this campaign. Please register yourself individually or in groups in the service portal available in the intranet site of Rourkela Steel Plant. Come, let us all get together and make service a mass movement. Thank you.
That's all in this edition of Rourkela News. Namaskar.